All right, in this lesson, let's learn about file groups. So what is a file group? A file group is a logical container for files. Let's create one. We're going to create a database, new database. We'll call this Udemy. And we can see where we have a primary file group and a not applicable file group because we don't put logs in file groups. We only put data files. So what we have to do is create a secondary file. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll call this Udemy 2. And here it says file group, primary. Let's create a new file group. And we'll call this FG2. And you can see we can make it default or read only. We don't want to do that. We just want to create a container for this file. Right? So let's go create another one. So let's add a Udemy 3. So we've created a third data file. 1, the primary, 2, the secondary, and 3, the third. And we're going to create a new file group for that. And we'll call that FG3. Yes, these are very original naming conventions. So now we're going to put the Udemy 2 file in FG2, Udemy 3 in FG3. And oftentimes, we will put file groups on different drives. Now, I only have one drive here, so they all have to go on the same one. But we would come here and we would put these on different drives to spread out the load. File groups are really good when you have large databases, or even moderately large databases that you want to lay out. And you want to categorize or group your files. File groups are the way to do that. So let's create one more. Add Udemy 4. So now we have 4 data files. And let's come over here and say one more new one, a new file group, and we'll call this FG4. And now let's script this to see what this looks like. And we can see we are indeed creating file groups. Right? There is our keyword. Right? The first one on the primary, right? On the primary file group. That's where this is going to go. There always has to be one primary. All right, so now we've created our database. Let's take a look at our database and we'll look at the file groups, and we can see that we have one primary file group. Right? It's the default. You must have a default. And we have 3 other file groups to house our other data files. And here you can see in our file groups, we've placed one file. Up here to files, these are the files of Udemy database. And you can see primary file group for the first one. This file is in the second one. Udemy 3 is third. Udemy 4 is in the fourth file group. Right. They're a really good way to logically group your database files. I suggested that this is always done with larger databases, but that's not true. You can use file groups however you want to use them.